Welcome everybody to Fruit of Grisaia, where last time I feel like the route really started.
Yeah, if nothing else, we got the first H scene out of the way, which I feel like is actually a little bit early for these kinds of games, but Grisaia doesn't seem...
Yeah, it definitely does.
Grisaia doesn't seem like your typical game in that regard, so makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess to be fair, it definitely didn't... If you're counting game time, it didn't get out of the way early.
Well, true. I don't think the long common route is exactly the indicator that I would use. Adding a girlfriend to my life might be a momentous change for me, but it shouldn't really have much of an impact on anyone else. That's what you think. There are 6 people in this school. Or so I figured, apparently incorrectly. The first signs of abnormal developments in this regard emerge during lunch period the next day. As I unfold my boxed lunch on my desk, Matsushima Michiru lets out a sudden yelp. That's not unusual for her.
ユージ何それあんた何食べてんのよ
Nothing, what's eating you?
It's a boxed lunch, as should be obvious from the box. And the lunch.
It's just a boxed lunch.
だがってそうじゃなくて私が聞きたいのはそのお弁当のおかずは何なのよってことなんだけど
Some chicken, some roast beef, a pizza.
No, I just mean in that one box.
Some chicken, some roast beef, a pizza.
Well, the main dish would be a charred omelet.
うわ苦そうなんでそんなの食べてんのよ今日のお弁当を作ったのマキナなの
No, Amane did.
ちょっとどういうことアマネが料理を失敗したのなんて私初めて見るけどどうしちゃったのよアマネ
Oh no, we broke her.
まあそのなんていうか今朝はちょっとぼーっとしてて
I completely misread that.
What did you think it said?
I was a little spread out this morning.
Well, technically, anyway.
なんかアマネ昨日の夜から少し変なのよ話しかけてもあーとかうーとか返事するだけで私の話なんか全然聞いてねえのよさ
I feel like that's actually pretty normal.
I was about to say.
どうしたのよアマネなんかあったの
Boy did it, but we couldn't show it.
別に何もないよほんとただちょっとぼーっとしてただけっていうか
Hey, what do you mean it was nothing big?
で
But
その結果
enthusiastic,
がこの
right?
卵焼きでしょっていうかユージあんたもよく平気な顔して食べてるわね苦くないの
I've had worse.
Don't waste food that a woman made you. That's a rule of mine.
Incidentally, that's also how he gets poisoned.
何よそれ
It's like in Metal Gear Solid 3 when you actually eat something that tastes bad.
Ugh.
失敗したから食べないでって言ったのに食べ物を粗末にするなって怒るんだもの
It's like when you try to take something away from a dog and they're just like, no, this is the best food ever.
Yep.
お兄ちゃんはそういうとこ変に頑固なのよさ
I did tell the girl to try serving me something disgusting, but I wasn't expecting her to put my half-serious proposal into practice the very next day. Amane clearly didn't intend to feed me something this unpleasant, but since I told her I'd be brutally honest on this front, I feel obligated to eat it and inform her if it tastes like crap. But when you get down to it, I'm still the guy who was ridiculed as the garbage eater. A burnt omelet hardly even qualifies as unpleasant compared to some of the stuff I've choked down.
ねえユージもう分かったからほんとごめん残していいんだよ残ったのは私が食べるし
No, it's my charred eggs.
No, it's not inedibly bad. I'll finish it.
これっていじめ
Well, I do hope you learned a lesson from this. Food should always be treated with respect. Approach cooking with earnest focus at all times.
反省します
She's like, wait, who's Ernest?
I don't know, but he sounds important.
何よ、人にお弁当を作らせておいて随分な態度じゃない？
This is his normal attitude. Where have you been?
But I do feel like, yeah, I was about to say, I do feel like it's a valid thing, though. Like, yeah, there's looking a gift horse in the mouth, but, you know, there is a difference between being like, oh, I served you this egg. It's okay. Versus, like, I serve you this egg. It's on fire.
That is true. Although, this line also brings up a really good point considering how appreciative Michiru is when she gets treated to anything, especially by Sachi.
Accurate. You're the last person I want to hear that from, but I guess Hamane's lapse of concentration is partly my fault. That's another reason I'm taking responsibility for her mistake in this way.
We're just gonna keep badgering her.
ん？それってどういうこと？
Well, badgering is when it's not like literal. We're not like a University of Wisconsin player.
I'm waiting for him to just come out and say it. All right.
Oh wow, he no, you were actually pretty right. He would 100% just be like,
Yep.
I made love to Amane last night.
Yeah, he's not subtle.
あっさりと言うな！
Oh, sorry. I made love to Amane last night. Better?
ちょっと待って。それってつまり、どういうこと？
Well, you see, when a man and a woman have feelings of some kind that I don't fully understand with one another.
Well, did I not tell you this yet, Michiru? Amane's my girlfriend now. We just consummated the relationship, so to speak.
Just the fact that there's always quotation marks around it.
I imagine that he is just doing the Dr. Evil quotes every single time.
I mean, not gonna lie, every time I've been reading his lines, I've been doing air quotes.
Me
So,
too.
Well, okay, there we
too.
go. You just have to reflect it in the read.
It is. That's exactly how you do it.
Ow, my ears.
Ow. Is that really surprising?
Apparently.
Oh, Sachi, Sakaki, why are you two shrieking as well? I don't remember either of you being part of this conversation. Were you eavesdropping?
すみません。でもすみませんです。
You must be a playboy. You've got JB and Amane?
二人が付き合っているというのは知っていたけれど、シュオさん、あなた抱かれたってそんな簡単に。分かってる。それ以上は言わないで。
That's our job.
ちょっと、そんな大事な話、なんでもっと早く言わないのよ。いや、私がユージの彼女になったって一応みんなには報告した方がいいんじゃないのって言ったら、面倒だから聞かれるまで黙ってよってユージが。風見さんと天音さんの関係が深まっていたことは理解していましたが、それでもまさかこうも早く肉体に直結するとは。私は少し天音さんを甘く見積もっていたようです。
そりゃ目の前に父放り出してボロンボロン揺らしながら歩いてる女がいたらお兄ちゃんじゃなくても飛びつくのよさ。
We really need to do something about her TV privileges.
100%.
ちょっとマキナ、あんたは二人のこと知ってたの？
Know about it. I walked in on it.
まあ付き合い始めたってのは知ってたけど、昨日の夜にそんなことがあったとは知らなかったのよさ。
あんたはそれでいいわけ？
お？何が？
だってあんた結構ユージに懐いてたじゃない。あんたはそれでいいの？
私が欲しいのは
Actually, that's the most convenient thing ever. It's like mommy and daddy got together.
Actually, yes.
そんな感じのだし。
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
お兄ちゃんは別に今まで通りずっとお兄ちゃんでいてくれるって言うし、何も問題はないのよ。
Ah, I now understand why Machina is first in the route order.
そう。
逆に聞くけど、チルチルはなんでそんな興奮してんの？お兄ちゃんとアマネーが付き合うの反対？
そうじゃないけど、急に言われても。ねえ、ユミコ。
Well, Michiru, if it makes you feel any better, I believe that you are last in the route order in terms of when the decision gets made, so...
If it makes you feel any better, on my list, you're always last. No, she's actually not. She's not. She's like 4. They're like number 4.
Yeah, I know.
It's definitely like above Machina
Yeah.
on the list. Yeah.
私に振らないでくれる。私は別に2人が付き合おうと別に異論はないし、ちゃんと節度さえ守ってくれればねえ。
私はこうなるであろうことを20年も前から予想していました。
How exactly did you see that?
Tarot card.
Was that when Dr. Giro implanted the memories in your head, or...?
Just Android 12? Did we ever get a 12? I know we have an 8 and we have a 13 through 21?
Yeah, I think you're right through 21.
Yeah, because then, what do you call it? The fighting game. There's a 21. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But I feel like we got 8 and then it skipped some and then...
What? There's no way that can be right.
Because when was the first ones were mentioned in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, because Goku's friends with Ader.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
Android
right.
8. Yeah. Because he's like he is literally like Frankenstein's monster. That's exactly what he looks like. Yeah.
That's right. I remember him.
Yeah. But then there's like no other ones until I guess technically 19 and 20 are the first ones we see in the in our order, you know what I mean?
What about 16, 17? When do we see 16? Yeah, I guess you do see those before.
Yeah, because 19 gets blown up by Vegeta, and then they follow 20 Jiro back to his lab, and then he...
Yeah, that's when he wakes up.
17 and 18, and then they wake up 16.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I think, wasn't the original plan that like 19 and 20 were going to be the androids, and then people didn't like the way they looked? And so it was like, there's more.
That may have been the case. I'm not sure. Let's see. Android. I'm curious. Android.
That's what I thought I remembered. Yeah. Because I remember a lot of that arc. A lot of the Cell Android Saga, Cell Saga is just the editor not liking what Toriyama did and having him basically do it again.
Okay, so technically in universe, Android 12 was... Dr. Giro didn't like Android 12's personality and was destroyed. That's...
Alright.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the excuse for androids, 9 through 16? They were defective or something?
Well, because technically 16 is... He said was defective, which is why he didn't let him out. And then 13, 14, 15 are just in the movie.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the movie's not canon. I mean, I don't think any of them are until Super.
Probably not. Anyway, a lot of that'll probably be cut, but it was an interesting sidebar.
Or it stays in. Or it stays in. I hope you like our Dragon Ball podcast.
I feel like this happens a lot. For some reason, we spend a ridiculous amount of time discussing Dragon Ball during these episodes.
Look, I would legitimately, if nobody would listen to it, but I would legitimately do a full Dragon Ball podcast. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, GT, even like random topics. What saga's best, or what character do you think got the most screwed over, or even which series do you like best?
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
The answer is Yamcha.
Oh yeah, easily. Well, or you could argue Launch, because she's not even in like Z and GT or
Wait,
Z and Super. Really.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't she? Well, she popped up, but yeah, she definitely becomes a background character. She doesn't even get a lot of featured dialogue after Dragon Ball.
No, she is basically a cameo anytime she appears. Like, oh hey, it's
I know.
it's launch. It's like, what?
It's really sad because her character, well, I feel like you can start to see part of that in Dragon Ball. They first introduced her and it seemed like
Yeah.
she was going to be a really interesting character, and then for whatever reason, by the time, I guess because the introduction of, oh, Goku's super powerful and Piccolo's this huge existential threat, all of a sudden, a human, even one that has a weird ability, isn't as remotely threatening.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that it happened with Dragon Ball. It happens with most series eventually. And that's that you have to keep upping the stakes.
Yeah.
And at some point, it's hard to go higher. Like, King Piccolo takes over the world,
Mm-hmm.
like, effectively.
Oh, he does.
He literally takes over the world and, like, doesn't he, like, overthrow the world's government officially? Like, he is the guy.
Yeah,
And
because he
then-
holds he doesn't hold the president hostage, but he basically is just like, oh, I can destroy this planet anytime I want. And the president's just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and so, all right, you have that. And then, how much higher can you go than that? Well, you at least have, like, a kind of personal story of, his son / kind of clone, or however you would do it, trying to defeat Goku. And so that's the last thing. But then, where do you go from there? And I feel like, yeah, I guess, there is a major step up when you get to, like, Frieza, which is a galactic level threat.
That is
But
true.
then I feel like after that, it never really gets. It's struggling to find a way to get higher than that, because that is about the highest you can go.
It's weird because Frieza, in theory, is more intimidating or more threatening than anything that they face otherwise. Cell is dangerous, but Cell really is only a threat to Earth,
Yeah.
ultimately, and life on Earth. And then Boo is very dangerous for sure. I guess you could argue that Boo is a
Yeah.
galactic threat.
They try to build it up like he is, and I guess technically he is. Well, he is because he does destroy basically everyone on Earth, but again, anybody from basically the second Vegeta hits Earth all the way to Boo could have blown up the Earth.
Yeah,
If we're talking about, like, ability.
that is true. Actually, it's even before that. Piccolo, at the end of Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, could have blown up the Earth.
Yeah.
Because I think he
Yeah.
actually does try during the final fight. I mean, he's trying to kill Goku, but I think the whole thing is
Yeah.
if that blast hit Earth, it would have destroyed the Earth. So yeah, the whole
And-
existential threat to Earth starts even at the end of Dragon Ball.
Yeah. And I guess technically, like, look, if Raditz had seen a full moon, he could have easily done it.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, yeah, because wait a minute. In Piccolo blows up the moon. Like,
Yep.
our good, future good guy Piccolo blows up the moon easily.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, he would not have been as powerful as Raditz either, because he hadn't or he would have been about as powerful, but not as, like, powerful as Ozaru Raditz if he had existed.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Basically, yeah, you're right. Basically, anybody could have done it easily.
Well, and I mean, if you want to get super technical about it, if Goku did not have his memories altered when he crash landed on Earth, the first full moon, Earth would have been destroyed.
Or he could have destroyed cities. He wouldn't have been able to probably destroy the planet like that. It would have been like in what do you call it? The Bardock movie, where they're, like, just blowing up the city by all the mouth blasts and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought usually the whole thing was they would just send like a Saiyan, maybe two, to subjugate the population of a planet.
Yeah, and that easily would have happened because, like, baby him would have been, grade 8 baby him would have been much more powerful than any person.
I mean, yeah, because he would have been a threat to Piccolo in that form, even.
Yeah, because the, farmer with shotgun, probably almost all of this is shotgun.
Uh-huh.
He's 5. Like, I know power levels don't mean anything later, but still, like,
Yeah.
a good scale. Like, look, average human with gun, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, And I think what it isn't like baby crying in the crib because he just got born. Goku is like 2.
Yeah, that's probably true because I think really the most powerful human on Earth is Roshi.
Yeah.
So
at that point, easily. Yeah.
yeah,
Because I don't think anyone surpasses him until
well, Tien,
it would be.
I think.
Yeah. It would be him. It would be Tin Shin Han because they fight in the martial arts tournament, and they're pretty even. But I think Tien would have won.
Well, there's also I've seen discourse that Tien's not human too, but I don't know if that's ever...
He's human.
Yeah, it's weird.
I've never seen. Yeah. I always thought he was a human who achieved some kind of an enlightenment.
And opened up the third eye. Yeah, that's what I assumed too, but I've seen people try to argue that he's not human because of the third eye, and I was like, there are some funky looking humans in that series, so there are animal people. The president of Earth is a cat man, or a dog man.
Or dog, yeah.
Yeah, you're right, he is a dog. So.
And there are cat people, they do appear.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean anything. I mean, there are dinosaurs for Pete's sake.
That is accurate.
Anyway, we've totally gotten off.
All right. I love how this part is just going to be skipped by everybody. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my god. Wow, yeah. We just kind of took the ball and ran with that, didn't we?
Look, I'm telling you, we could have a whole podcast on this. Tell me, Sachi, how old are you supposed to be?
She's over 9,000!
結局のところみんなどうなのよさ。やっぱあれかあれなのか。
Now wait a second, I wanted to know the answer to that.
Me
何よ
too.
あれって。
Also
あ
that.
れはあれです。どうしましょうか榊さん。
そうね。やはり学園長含めてあれでしょうね。
I don't know why that's necessary, but okay.
あれか。まあ仕方がないよね。
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you know what is. Mind explaining?
あんたは男の子だから知らないでいいのよ。ほら、お弁当食べ終わったのなら午後の授業の準備をしよう。
I mean, we've got electives this afternoon. I don't have a class next period.
だったらさ、私夕飯の買い出しに行くから付き合ってね。
Yes, that doesn't feel like a request.
I don't mind, I guess.
じゃあ、ほら行こう。ね、早く。
Oh, look, I said I'm coming. Don't yank my arm.
それじゃあ、私とユージは買い物に行くから、あとはよろしくね。はーい、いってらっしゃいなのよ。
Something's going on here. I'm pretty damn thick-headed when it comes to the ways of women, but even I can gather that much.
Let me see the conversation of the 4.
That would be great. I guess we're not going to. Or maybe we will. I really don't know. It could go either way. In the male world, there's an unfortunate tendency to make important decisions in smoke-filled back rooms rather than at the conference table. Women no doubt have their own private spaces and procedures for secret talk. This is nothing but a guess on my part, but it seems entirely likely that our classmates are currently holding some sort of trial-like ceremony to debate my relationship with Amane. Nope, I guess we don't get to see that. I'm willing to bet that Amane is fully aware of the specific nature of this ritual, and that she is going to be the main topic of discussion today. Since she's nonetheless discreetly exited the scene, instead of remaining behind to plead her case, it's likely that she's somewhat confident about a positive result. On the other hand...
Hey, Amane, tell me something. What do you plan to do if they decide to oppose our relationship?
Elope.
そうね。どうしよっか。
You haven't even thought about the possibility?
なるようにしかならないし、なんとでもするわよ。そういうあんたはどうする？もしみんなに反対されたら、私と一緒に駆け落ちでもしてくれる？
Eloping, huh? Sounds like a pain in the ass.
あれ、 冷たいな。私はユージが一緒ならどこまででも逃げるのに。
All well and good if it's a problem that can be solved by the time and distance, but, retreat blindly and you may end up backing yourself into a corner. In most cases, I'd rather stand and fight.
立ち向かう？
Well, not exactly. Like, metaphorically speaking. I'd probably pretend to flee in order to lure enemies into open pursuit and then crush them one by one, like the Mongols.
Actually, that does seem to be his strategy, and it works for him.
Since I'd be bearing the added responsibility of protecting someone, in this case, you, that strategy would probably be more sound. What's wrong?
その時は私も戦うよ。一人だけ守られるのなんて嫌だよ。
No, you can drive the getaway car. You should be good at that.
Legitimately would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you getting all serious? We were just talking about your classmates' opinions here. If anyone objects, all we need to do is talk it over and persuade them, one by one.
そうだよね。私何言ってんだろう。でもユージ、あの後みんなで話し合いをするってよくわかったね。
I mean, it was pretty clear from the way they were acting. You dragging me out of there forcibly for no reason was also a hint.
まあ無理やりだったのは認めるけど、買い物に付き合ってもらうつもりだったのは本当だよ。
It just stopped being a request and became a demand.
Well, if you need help carrying groceries, I'm always available.
今日はね、夕飯の買い物のついでに下着を買おうと思ってんの。
Oh my.
Ooh, for some reason, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
ねえ、ユージはどんな下着が好き？一緒に選んでよ。
I mean, I guess I don't particularly mind, but I think you buying that stuff secretly would make it more enjoyable when the time comes.
おお、そうか。言われてみればその方がいいのかも。
I'll wait outside the shop. Just pick out something you think I'd like.
だからさ、ユージはどんなのがいいの？
Preferences? Hard questions. I mean, when you get right down to it, it's a piece of cloth I tend to rip off, but...
じゃあさ、方向性だけでもいいよ。可愛いのとエロいの、どっちがいい？
Choice, choice, choice. Ah.
Let's see. Given your personality and figure, sexy underwear would probably be more appropriate. But then again, simple cute would make a great contrast for the exact same reason.
そうかな。悩んじゃうな。ちなみに JB さんはどっちのタイプ？
Nothing at all.
Well, let's see. JB, I don't know. I guess she prefers cute in general. I mean, she's not attentive to that stuff, but on off days, the top doesn't even match the bottom.
へえ、そうなんだ。へえ。
That was the wrong answer.
Ow! Abel, don't punch me.
なんで JB さんの下着のこと知ってるのかな。しかも割と詳細に。どういうこと？
She has no tact.
It's in the past. Oh, come on. We did live together for like a good year, you know?
へえ、それって私初耳だけど。なんで黙ってたの？
Wasn't relevant.
Well, what? I told you before that I leeched off JB for a while before coming here.
でも恋人じゃないってはっきり言ったよね。なのになんで下着のこと知ってるの？
I mean, well, okay. There is a perfectly reasonable explanation. Let's clear up all your doubts once and for all. I feel like this is not going to be a reasonable explanation.
In his mind, it will be.
Call JB.
That's not a good idea. She's gonna make it so much worse. Why would you even introduce her into this situation? Alright, well, that ship has sailed. I take out my private use cell phone from my pocket and enter JB's number, then press the call button without a moment's hesitation.
You know, whatever I say will probably sound like a lie. Might as well get truth from the horse's mouth.
But the horse also lies.
Well, no.
それはそうだけど
The horse
そんな急に
usually just says nay, but sometimes that's true.
Hey.
It's me.
なんの用よ。
What's wrong? You seem a bit cranky.
こうしてあなたから電話がかかってくるときは決まって面倒な話だからよ。
Well, you're not wrong.
さっさと要件を言いなさいな。
Yeah, here's the thing. So I recently decided to go out with Amane. We're gonna have to break up, JB.
別れるも何も別に付き合っちゃいないでしょうが。何言ってんのよ。
Actually, you know what? That was a pretty honest reaction. Maybe this did work.
You know what? Works out pretty well. Hear that, Amane?
何？あまねちゃんそこにいるの？
Nope, we've gotten what we need. Goodbye.
Yeah, she didn't take it too well. Well, that's interesting. Would have been a hassle to deal with unfounded jealousy, so I decided to get in touch.
I mean, she does seem like the type too lazy to do her own laundry.
Oh, that's 100% true. And to be valiant.
Or maybe she didn't? What were you gonna say? Sorry?
I was gonna say, to be fair, I do feel like if he's living and mooching off of somebody for a year, he can do laundry.
You would think.
Please, too many times to count.
そりゃまあその仕事が忙しい時とかたまにそういうこともあったかもしれないけれ
I
ど
feel like we made it worse.
We did.
I mean, do you seriously not remember? I mean, you completely gave up on doing laundry, like your own laundry, within like 2 weeks of moving in.
うるさいわね。そんなことを言うために電話してきたわけ？
Yes.
No. Sorry to report after the fact, but I really am going out with Amane since you're technically my guardian. I thought I should let you know.
何？付き合うって本気であまねちゃんと付き合うつもり？
You're missing the quotation marks. I'm in a serious relationship with Amane.
No, I'm in a serious relationship.
Or maybe it's with Amane.
With. Yes, that I am.
だってあなたはあなた自分の立場は正確に理解している？
There were multiple positions.
I do. That's why I went out of the way to formally report to you.
あまねちゃんと電話変わって。
If you know what's good for you, you'll break up with this guy right away.
Very well.
私
It seems JB has something to discuss with you.
もしもしあまねです。
あまねちゃん、あなたも随分と早まった真似をしてくれたわね。ユージに告白でもしたの？
はい。でもなんで私が告白したって。
ユージはね、自分から告白するような立場じゃないのよ。
それってどういう？
その辺は少し複雑なのよね。まあ簡単に言っちゃえば、ユージは社会に貢献するための保護観察期間中とでも言うか、とにかく女の子とお付き合いするにもそれなりに手続きが必要な立場なの。理解できる？
いえ、全然。
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
それでいいわ。今後もユージと付き合っていきたいのなら深い詮索はしないこと。いい
Act dumb. What?
Huh?
それにしても、やっぱりこうなっちゃったのね。
やっぱりって。
初めてあなたに会った時からこうなるような予感はしていたのよ。あなたおっぱい大きいし。
Interesting. All right.
はあ。
どうにも902、いえ
ユージは胸の大きな子に甘いのよね。
Incurable.
Wow.
そうなんですか？その割にはなんか余り肉とか胸の贅肉とかむちゃくちゃな言われ方をしたような。
No, that's normal for him. Those are terms of endearment.
ユージはほらツンデレだからとりあえず大味だとか言ってみて嫌ってるふりをしているだけよ。
Hey, I'm not even blonde.
はい。
そっか、私に一番聞きたいこと
No, I
っ
feel
て
like she's getting
そういう
good
ことじゃないのね。
information.
ごめんごめん。
Genuinely.
No, she is getting good information, but whether or not she wants to hear it is a different matter altogether.
私とユージの関係だけど、簡単には説明できないのだけれど、あなたが想像して心配しているような関係ではないわ。だから安心していいのよ。
それって。
Nope, I can't. Bye.
恋人でもなければ経済的な理由でつながる愛人でもないし、ただの保護者というか、今は一緒に暮らしてもいないし、私は彼の身元保証人で職場の上司。ただそれだけの関係よ。
There are the quotation marks.
はい。
安心した？
まあ一応は。
本ばっかり読んでるから博識に見えるけど、意外と常識知らずだったり、柔軟に見えて頑固だったり。
Is this with the part where we take away the phone?
女慣れしているようで、肝心なところで女のこと何にも分かってなかったり、いろいろと面倒だとは思うけど、今後も仲良くしてあげて。
You can tell
わかりました。
that-
Sorry?
No, I was gonna say you can 100% tell that JB and him, in some weird way, do have a more legitimate, almost brother-sister type relationship.
Yeah. She definitely comes
Because-
off like an older sister.
Exactly, because only like a real older sibling would be like, this is gonna be it's gonna be hard for you. He's kind of crap.
Mm-hmm. No, that's very true.
あひ
すみません。はいって言おうとして噛みました。
あまねちゃんかわいいのね。ユージに代わってもらえる？
はい、ユージ。
Done already?
ありがとう。
It's me.
分かっているとは思うけれど、仕事のことは内密に。
Oh yeah, that hasn't been a problem.
Right, don't worry.
それと、
What? I mean, you can give it to me straight, whatever it is.
まあいいわ。あまねちゃんのこと大切にしなさい。
No, please tell me what it is. I'm not good at guessing games.
Yeah, that's the plan.
私からは以上よ。
I don't have anything else to report either. I'm ending the call. All right. Do you understand now? My relationship with JB is nothing you need to be worried about.
まあまだなんかすっきりしない気はするけど、一応はね。
What other convincing do you need? Is it because of all the cryptic nature around the work? Quotation marks?
I mean, if that wasn't enough,
Huh. That's a choice. But all right. Y'all can read that.
I mean, feel like that would JB would have to pay extra for that. Yeah, I don't know.
Pay-per-view.
いや、それはさすがに無理だわ。
All right, not an exhibitionist. Got it.
When you can't get the message across with words, demonstrate it through action. That's a rule of mine.
You know, we actually have seen that. That's how we got into this relationship to begin with.
この男は本当にかっこいいのかバカなのか。
Yes.
多分バカなんだろうな。
Wait, you say something?
なんでもないよ。とにかくよくわかんないけど、私はユージの彼女ってことで何も問題ないんだよね。
No problem whatsoever.
じゃあいいよ、納得する。下着はまた今度ユージに内緒で買うから、晩ご飯の買い物に付き合って。
Very well.
She looks cool and composed, but she's got quite the jealous streak. She seems to be tolerant and forgiving, but she nags about the smallest things. In those respects, I can't help but think Suo Amane actually somewhat resembles JB, but even I'm not stupid enough to compare the girl to another woman just as she's finally gotten into a good mood. I silently follow Amane's plump ass and accompany her to the grocery trip. That is okay. Having finished our shopping and returned to the dorm, Amane and I find our classmates lying in heaps on the lobby furniture, limp as corpses.
なに？みんなどうしたの？なんかぐったりしちゃって。
まあいろいろと意見が出て、思ったよりも白熱した討論会になったわ。
Huh. The Council of Students has decided your fate.
The council has decided Michiru is dead.
Oh no.
そうなんだ。それで結果は出たの？
We're going to sacrifice Michiru to the volcano. What?
一応は結論を見たわ。
そう。ユージ、買い物付き合ってくれてありがとう。悪いんだけど、買ってきたものを冷蔵庫の中にしまっておいてくれるかな？
Can we not figure out the conclusion since this decision also involves us?
No, I think it's just for the ancient noble society of the Order of the Girls. Got it. Not for male ears, right?
I was trying to figure out if that acronym could spell anything and I didn't get anywhere with it. Ancient... I've already forgotten what you said.
Ancient noble society of the Order of the Mystic Girls? I don't know. I forgot what it was.
Oh, if there was a U in there, it was almost anus.
That would have been amazing.
ごめんね。そういうルールだから。
I don't mind if it's a rule, I'll follow it.
It just randomly made me think of that one part in the first Fable with those stones and whatever that wooded area was where you had to spell out hits to move forward. Yep. But if you spelled out shit, you'd get attacked by Balverines.
Mm-hmm.
後でユージの部屋に行くから。
I'll be honest. That is one of the most brilliant things anyone's ever done in gaming.
Oh, it was great.
In terms of, like, because if you're a developer, you have to know people are going to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I love those kinds of Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I miss when games had those kinds of Easter eggs. Not to say that no game does anymore, but I feel like that was just a really funny one, and it fits so well with the tone of Fable.
Mm-hmm. But I miss that series. That is...
I do too.
One of the most disappointing things for me is that series, like, died.
Well, I think part of the problem is, like, Fable 1 was fantastic. 2 was pretty solid. I honestly...
2 was solid.
Yeah.
2 was good.
Half of 3 was good.
But still, they could have made another. Like, it's not like it was just absolute crap. And there are people who think it is, and they are wrong. That game has a lot of good things about it.
Oh, it absolutely does. I think 2 of the things really bothered me about that game. Number 1, I understand that they made it difficult to be a good guy, but I think they actually made it far too difficult and punishing to play a good character versus a bad character in the latter half of the game.
Yes.
And number 2, having John Cleese there as the butler, hilarious for the first hour, then obnoxious. My favorite playthrough of that game was when the game glitched and he stopped talking after about 2 hours in the game, and he never spoke again in the rest of the playthrough. I don't know what happened, but it made it so much better.
That's funny.
Anyway, once again, we find ourselves off on a sidebar.
That's fine. Like, these are things we could talk about forever. I mean, genuinely.
Sure. Anyway, sorry, Amane.
Fine.
I take all the shopping bags in my hands, swing open the door to my room, and leave Amane alone with the others.
Yay.
We actually get to see...
どうなったの？
結局は賛成に反対1、 返答保留にってことになったのよさ。
I'll be honest, that was so weirdly put that I didn't even understand what it was at first.
That is just so funny. Ab tensions.
なんか微妙。返答保留って何？
I like how she understands without missing a beat.
Oh, of course she does. She's been around Machina enough.
Yeah, fair. But it's great.
保留意見を提示したのは私と学園長よ。
See, this one of
保
these,
留とは
well,
言っても
both of these make sense.
私は賛成はしないというだけで、反対というわけではないわ。
Yeah, I mean, it's just the absence of opinion.
Yeah.
Wait, so who were the I guess the opposed would have been Sachi and Michiru.
Wait, no, we had 2 in favor.
Oh, was it 2 in favor? Oh, I missed that. I thought it was 2 opposed.
Right? 2 in favor, 1 opposed, and 2 no's. So,
Oh, yeah. 2 in favor, 1 opposed. Okay,
Yeah,
so Michiru was the only
my
opposed.
natural... Correct. That I was going to say, this is exactly what I would have expected. Yumiko and the principal, no opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Michiru's the only negative, and then
Sachi and
Machina,
Machina.
of course, is going to say yes, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Sachi would just go
and
along
Sachi's
with it.
gonna... Yeah, Sachi would say yes. Yeah.
当人同士で合意を得ているのであれば何も問題はないけれど、私は責任を取らないという意思表示ね。学園長にしても基本的には私と同意見ね。付き合うのは構わないけれど、
Yep.
教育者としての観点から言えば
Yeah.
風紀上あまり好ましくはないといったところね。
Yeah, and I guess having any kind of thing about relationships probably doesn't make a lot of sense for this school anyway, being that the student population is so low.
Mm-hmm.
私とサッチンは賛成したのよ。
Uh-oh.
ただし条件付きだけど、
条件？
彼女の座はアマネーに譲ったとして妹の座まで明け渡すわけにはいかんのよさ。
All right.
That's fine.
Terms are
イリスマ
acceptable.
キナは連合軍に対しお兄ちゃんの膝の上という領地の自由使用権を要求するのよ。
Wait, why is it the Allied forces if there's only one?
You know, Sachi would probably back her up.
膝の
お兄ちゃんの膝の上に乗ってちょっとイチャイチャするぐらい多めに見ろよと声を大にして言いたい。
Okay.
この要求が受理されない場合、私イリスマキナは断固たる態度で2人の交際を拒否。本土決戦も辞さない覚悟があるのよさ。
本土決戦ってなんか最近のマキナってユージの変なとこばっかり真似するよね。
What are the normal parts?
返答を聞こう。
まあいいんじゃない？膝ぐらい。
She just immediately runs into his room and plops on his lap.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
そんじゃこのお兄ちゃんの膝の上における領土の安全保
It's an
障条
actual
約に署
full
名
and
をする
complete
のよさ。
treaty in like legalese. Like,
It was drafted up by Sachi because
Here-
otherwise it would have just been all pictures.
the heretofore, the heretofore parties doth agree.
I just think it's funny that she says eggs excellent and then she rattles off that thing.
Yep, correctly.
っていうかあんた
Oh my
わ
god.
ざわざこんなものまで用意したわけ？
I knew it. I knew it.
こんなものとは何ですか。こういうのはしっかり決めておかないと後で絶対に喧嘩になるのよ。
っていうかさ、この不足第4条の項目にある一緒にお風呂に入っても怒らないことっていうのはどうなんだろう。
It's not only supplementary clause 4, it's actually in like 4 font, like 4 print.
Wow, she read the terms and conditions.
Much better than me.
ダメ？
Yeah.
Because legitimately, basically everything, it's like, just click here, and I'm like, alright.
No, they do that on purpose.
It's why, like,
ダメっていうか、そうね。 私に黙って入らないって約束できる？
約束する。
じゃあ事前申請と承認を要すってことで。
You gotta have 2 days notice?
よっしゃ、じゃあそれで。
Also, the request form has to be notarized by a notary public.
Sachi's probably a notary.
She probably is. That's the funny part.
ということは次は私の番ですね。もしかしてさっちゃんも何か要求があるわけ？
Wait, hold on. What's your prediction?
Oh, gosh. Oh, it's
It
so
could be
hard to tell with
anything.
Sachi. I know, it could be
I know.
anything. Oh, what would she want from him? I can't even think of an idea. What about you? Do you have any thoughts?
That's
No.
the crazy part.
All right. The suspense. It's killing me.
はい。とは言っても極めて軽微な要求ですので、まずはこちらを。なーに？またなんかの安全保障条約？
This one's just in like Latin.
いえ、どちらかといえば統治権です。統治？はい。風見さんが天音さんとの交際を始めた後も、
Okay.
私、小峰幸に対する接触を許可していただければと思いまして。
Right, because she would operate under the assumption that now that they're dating, she might
Yes.
want to cut off contact from Sachi or cut off his contact from Sachi entirely, even though that
Yeah,
she wouldn't
yeah.
do that at all.
Yeah, like a custody.
Yeah.
接触って具体的には？ご存知かとは思いますが、風見さんは日々いい子にしている私を見かけては
Aw.
頑張っているなと頭を撫でてくださいます。
I wish for the pets to continue.
Oh, it's like a dog.
Yeah.
言い換えればこの行為は風見さんの手による私の頭部への侵略行為です。
All right.
お恥ずかしい話なのですが、ここ最近の私はその風見さんによる侵略行為に慣れてしまったと言いますか、むしろその侵略を糧に日々精進を重ねるありさまでして、それを急に取り上げられてしまえば、私は今後何を支えに奮闘すればよいものか
As
と
sad as this
視野に
is,
暮れてしまいます。
and kind of weird, I do understand based on her own everything so far in this game, and also the fact that Michiru literally gives nothing.
Yeah, that is very true. At least she's gotten some sort of Pavlovian reward from Yuuji.
Yeah, that's for Patrick.
つきましては、小峰幸の頭部に対する侵略行為の責任として、今後も風見さんの手による統治を求める次第であります。さらっと難しいこと言ってるけど、要はユージがさっちゃんの頭を撫でても怒るなってこと？いかにもです。別にそれぐらいで怒ったりしないし、全然問題ないと思うわよ。
Then sign here, and initial here.
それを聞いて安心いたしました。
I knew it.
では、
I
この
knew
ため
it.
こちらの
It's
書
even
類に
worse than I
決断を
thought.
Man, I almost made that joke. I'm so mad at myself for not just coming out and saying it.
I didn't even think about it.
I absolutely did.
パンって怖いな。後でハンコ持ってくるからそれで勘弁してよ。
Ooh, that's actually just as good.
はい。ではこれで私もお二人の交際を全面的に支援いたしますことをここにお約束します。ありがとう。ということは残る反対票1はあんたってわけ
I
ね。
mean, no surprise.
Mm-hmm. It's not like I wanted Yuuji or anything.
なんで反対なのか聞かせてもらえる？だってあいつわけわかんないし。わけわかんないって何が？だってアメリカにいたって言うけど具体的に何をしてたのかなんて全然わからないし、なんか変な金髪の女と付き合いがあったりとかさ、
Oh,
怪しいよ絶対。
legitimately was not expecting any valid reasons at all. And these are only valid reasons.
Yeah, it lends some credence to thinking that Michiru actually has a lot more going on than we initially suspected.
Yeah.
確かにね。でも私だって自分のことみんなに全部話してるわけじゃないし、そういう子だからユージもこの学園に来たんじゃないかな。それは分かってるわよ。問題を抱えた子は恋愛をしちゃダメ？
I still think the funniest thing would be if whatever, Yuuji, all the stuff he's got going on,
Mm-hmm.
if the person who figured it out perfectly, like solved the mystery and figured out exactly what he was Michiru.
I feel like actually she would be the one most likely to figure it out. Almost completely by accident, but probably.
そんなこと言ってないでしょ。そうじゃなくて、もうちょっと慎重になってもいいんじゃないのって、そう言ってんの。あいつのことまだ何にも分かってないのよ。うん。でもね、私はそれでもいいと思ってる。今日ね、ユージと買い物に行って少し話してみて、これでいいんだって改めて思ったの。それは私の自己満足かもしれないけど、それでも私はユージのために生きようってそう決めたの。どうしてそこまで？そうね、自分でもうまく説明できないけれど、私たちがここへ来たようにユージもここへ来たということは、いろいろな苦労や悲しいこと、辛いこともあったと思うのね。だから私はそれを何とかしてあげたいってそう思っているだけなのよ。そんなの愛情じゃないわ、同情よ。そうかもね。それでもそうすることで私自身も救われる、そんな気がするのよ。
Yee,
That's interesting.
It is.
And I guess does make sense.
It does,
If she latched onto him immediately with that concept.
Yeah. Ooh, that's...
I'm not saying it's good, but I
No.
am saying like it does explain a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a shaky foundation for a relationship.
だからごめんね。これは私のただのわがままだから。みちる？ああ、そうですか。
There she
私
is.
知らないからね。せいぜい便利な飯炊き女として頑張りゃいいじゃない。
I will say, it's legitimately moments like the last 2 or 3 parts of her dialogue that make me be like, maybe this character's not so bad. Maybe I have it bad as being number 4 on a 5-person list. Immediately goes back into tsundere, and I'm like, no, the spot's right.
I think that's actually part of the reason she moved up into my list, because it's very clear that underneath that tsundere act, there is something more nuanced to her. I don't know, it's weird how the tsundere act just sucks all of the intelligence out of the room like a vacuum.
It really does.
But then again, that kind of applies to Yuuji as well, because I feel like when he gets his really tsundere moments, he abandons all semblance of logic that he normally has in situations.
もしあいつが IRA のテロリストだったり、モサドだったり、中野学校の残党だったりして、とんでもない目にあっても知らないんだからね。みちる、あんたそんなこと心配してたの？
What's funny is he actually, like, 100% is an agent. She's not wrong.
Totally.
Like, again, she's gonna be the one who figures it out.
Amazing.
あんたまでそうやって私のこと笑うんだ。どうせ私はバカですよ。そうやってバカにしてりゃいいのよ。どうせ私はバカですよ。そうやってバカにしてりゃいいのよ。
I'm gonna go eat my melted ice cream.
What's gonna be funny is
ちょっとみちる。
it would be sad because, like, I will laugh, but I'll laugh if at some point near the end of this route, there's some, like, big dramatic thing Or maybe if you get the bad ending and everything goes bad and then Amane's crying and Michiru is just like, told you so, told you so, told you so.
You know, she would kind of be justified, but that would also make me like her less.
Actually, somehow it would make me like her more.
You know, knowing you, that doesn't surprise me.
知らない知らない。もう勝手にすればいいじゃない。ふふんだ。
チルチル待ってよ。どこ行くのよさ。
何よ。ついてくんじゃないわよ。
そんなこと言うなよ。今度お兄ちゃんの膝乗らせてや
I
るか
don't
ら。
think the 3D lets you like sublet.
You don't know that. Section 7 may have had an article about that.
True.
あ、それはうるさい。いらないわよそんな同情。
はいなんで一瞬迷った？
迷ってないつかついてくる
お前泣いてんのか？
な。うるさい。お前って言うな。
I
なん
think
か怒らせ
we
ちゃったかな。
talked about it before. I don't know why, but I get the feeling we did. There's been a lot of episodes of this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If Michiru were a Pokemon trainer who ran a gym, what Pokemon would she have and why would one of them be Psyduck?
You know, I was actually kind of thinking there are aspects of her personality that kind of remind me of Misty.
A little bit.
Funny enough. Because, I mean, she had a couple of tsundere traits in the series.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, I could see that. I also could see stuff like, oh god. I can't remember the normal type Pokemon that uses the sonic-based attacks, but that one for sure. But yeah, Psyduck definitely could be one. I feel like she would have water Pokemon. I don't know why. Or like a combination of water and some other stuff, but yeah.
Me neither.
なんだかんだとおっしゃいましても、みちる様はあまねさんのことが心配なんだと思いますよ。まあ、そりゃなんとなくわかるけどね。
No, that's the funny part. I really do believe that she's 100% correct in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the interesting part.
Oh, I agree.
みちる様のことは私にお任せください。きっと明日になればみちる様の機嫌も治っていることと思います。ごめんね、面倒をかけて。いえ、これも私が好きでやっていることですから。それでは私も失礼させていただきます。みちる様、待ってください。それにしてもテロリストだのスパイだのとなんだかな。
松島さんもおバカな割に結構鋭いところをついてくるから侮れないよね。
You know, I feel like Yumiko summed it up really nicely.
榊さん、ユージのことを知ってるの？
なんとなくという程度の
Ooh.
憶測を出ない範囲での調べはついた。
Investigations.
That makes sense. She does have the resources.
そういうスオーさんは
Yes.
風見くんから何か聞いた？
何も。さっき JB さんと電話で話をしたけど、深い詮索はするなって言われちゃったし。
そう。多分それで正解よ。何も聞かない方がいいわ。
I'm sorry. I feel like Yumiko. Never mind. I was wrong. Yumiko's the one who knows everything.
Yeah, well, again, with her resources and her connection with the principal, I could see that.
Not just the connection with the principal, but I feel like all of her connections, if she somehow was able to like utilize certain people her dad knew.
I'm sure she can. It's just because I have the feeling that she has access to a lot of things. He just doesn't want to have anything to do with her. Unless she basically does what he wants.
Yeah, so she probably did utilize all of it.
Mm-hmm.
She probably knows a lot more than this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She might know more than we do.
I would almost guarantee that, and I have the sneaking suspicion that we won't find out those details until her route. Or possibly Michiru's.
気にならないの？
そりゃ気になるよ。 でもきっと興味本位で聞いちゃいけないようなことなんでしょ。
そうね。
だったら聞かない方が幸せなことってあるよね。
謎の多い男ね、風見くんも。
大丈夫、その謎も含めて風見雄二なんだし、そんな雄二を私はちゃんと受け止めるよ。
あなたも
Sometimes
強
the
いのか弱いの
mysteries
かはっきりとしない
are
女
not
ね。
meant to be solved.
Yeah, that is true.
Just like with cafeteria chicken.
Why is there no protein in it?
Don't worry about it.
言いにくいことをずいぶんはっきりと言うな。もしかして私の過去も調べた？
Maybe.
さあ、どうかしらね。
嫌な女ね、あなた。
よく言われるわ。それじゃ私も部屋に戻らせてもらうわ。
I do love Yumiko. She has so much intrigue.
Yep.
言われなくても分かってるわよ。大丈夫。今度は私、ちゃんと強くなるから。
Ooh, ominous.
This time.
Yeah. A lot of implications behind that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I think that's where we're going to call this episode. This was, weirdly enough, I think a longer and shorter episode at the same time. We got a lot of information, or a lot of implied information. We got a lot of mystery building up around the story and the details, because there's a lot of foreshadowing for Amane's situation and Yuuji's past, but I don't think we're going to actually learn all that much about Yuuji's past in this particular route, because Amane is content to just let sleeping dogs lie. That's at least kind of my perception of it, but it's pretty clear that Yumiko's route is going to have at least some details, and possibly Michiru's route as well, which is fascinating, but I'm on board for that. And then, of course, there were the sidebar conversations, which we'll see
Yeah.
how much of those are in the final product.
Look, I still think almost all of them should be.
I'll put in timestamps, so if you want to jump around them, you can. That's my compromise.
Look, the people have to learn what it's really like.
Yeah, that's fair, I suppose. Anyway, I think that's about all I've got. How about you?
No. I'm good.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. I'm ending the call now.